Now, let me get into this. Let's look at what Trick Daddy said. Now, Trick Daddy has been heavily in the news recently for his comments about not being African, not being from Africa. Now, before I comment, I'm going to play the video of what he said so we can get a proper dialogue of what was said so we can respond to it accordingly. So listen to what Trick Daddy said. Fair use, fair use.
Trying to figure out how Afro get in front of my motherfucking race. I ain't never been to Africa. I never been to Africa. Afro or Africa. Never been there. I'm not from Africa. I'm born and raised in Goose, Florida. I'm born in Goose, raised in Liberty City in the Poker Bean Project. Ain't never went to Africa. Ain't thinking about going there. And I heard it's a beautiful place. Yeah. And I know it's the motherland. Yes. But not my mother, not her mother, and not her mother's mother. That ain't their land. America, real true land is right here.
Okay. So he said that with his chest. Now, a lot of people gave him flack for that, but a lot of people gave him support. I don't see what he said that was a problem. I don't see what he said that's a problem. See, there's a delineation movement going on. And just because he said he didn't, so this is the thing. If you are born in America and your lineage is in America, meaning that you have no immigrants in your family, that means that you're a foundational Black American that's a descendant of slaves. Okay. We're our own ethnic group here in America. Now, is our lineage also traced back to Africa? Yeah, you can do a DNA test, and I have Nigerian in me and all this, right? But I don't know the exact village I came from. None of my family has been to Africa, can trace anything back to Africa. I don't have any relatives that are still in Africa that I know about. My foundation is here in America. This is my land. So him saying that, he shouldn't be attacked for that, because, if you're from Ghana, if you're from the Congo, if you're from Nigeria, if you're from Zimbabwe, any of those countries that are in Africa, you're an African. Now, this is the thing. Just because I'm Black, like this is like when they say African American, you have to be careful with that, because everybody's lineage, the life form of humanity, comes from Africa. And different race groups can come from Africa. Africa is just a continent. Now, of course, that's where we originate from, right? There are more African based people, like Black people, melanated people, that are in Africa than any other race group. However, we've all migrated to different parts of the world, from America to the Caribbean to South America to just all parts of the world, right? So Elon Musk, don't you know that he technically is an African and he's white? Just like the whole Kamala Harris thing. They were like, oh, she's black because she half Jamaican. No, her dad is Jamaican. That's his nationality, right? But he's Indian Jamaican, not Afro Jamaican. So anyway, foundational Black Americans is our lineage here. I'm a foundational Black American. My roots go to Hope Hull, Alabama, Mobile, Hope Hull, Alabama, and then the Carolinas. That's where my people are. That's where they're from. I can trace my lineage back. There's nothing wrong with what Trick Daddy said, because the thing is, when people who are immigrants or whoever that comes over here, right, they'll try to blend in with us, but when they do something positive, get a doctorate degree, win awards, win in sports and stuff like that, they're proud to rep where they're from. No problem with that. But if I say that I'm a proud Black American, don't try to group me with everybody. Yeah, all of our lineage goes back. But does a Jamaican call themselves African? Some of them may do it, but that's not, they're going to say, no, I'm Jamaican. Some people say, don't call me African, I'm Jamaican. Don't call me African, I'm Haitian. So we have different lineages, and we have different, we're delineating right now, because see, foundational Black Americans have historically always embraced everybody. But once we feel like we've been getting disrespected, like when you come over here and when you commit a crime, you'll be quick to say, yeah, I'm Black. But when you achieve something, that's when you want to say, hey, I'm a Nigerian American, I'm a Jamaican American, right? You want to say all that stuff, like, which is, hey, it's fine, but we have our own ethnicity over here. It is what it is. So I didn't see a problem of what Trick Daddy said. He's never been to Africa, didn't think about going to Africa. That doesn't mean he's different Africa, but if he's don't have any family members from there, and the civilizations that my lineage probably goes back to in Africa haven't been there for hundreds of years. So we don't know. Our lineage is here in America. They tried to tell us that we came over on slave ships here when we were already here. Even if we did, a lot of us did come from slave ships, which it was a percentage of us, but they try to say it was way more than what it was. A lot of us are already over here. But anyway, even when the people that did come over here, when people got dropped off in the Caribbean islands and stuff like that, all the Dominicans and everybody like that, they call themselves Dominican. They don't call themselves black. You get what I'm saying? Some people call themselves Creole before they call themselves black. So it is what it is. If you were dropped off in America, or if you were already here, don't call me African American. I'm Black American. Some people say American descendant of slaves. Some people say B1, Black first, freedmen. But I go by pretty much Black American, a foundation of Black American. Shout out to Eddie. You say he has a point. I agree. Our heritage is not African. When we claim that, we invalidate our power and roots here. Africans even separate themselves from us. He's not wrong. We don't get mad when Africans don't call themselves black. Preach. Thank you. One can deep dive on YouTube as to why you cannot be from two continents. African American is not the same as saying Nigerian American. Not to mention some of our people were already here. Exactly. The legal status that are used in the United States of America to define nationality and race are inconvenient and confusing on purpose. Thank you. Y'all are preaching. Y'all are lighting this chat group up. When we say that we're Black American, then it's an issue. They say that we're delineating. No, but when y'all come over here, you'll rep where you're from. And we're supposed to just eat it and not say anything and group y'all with us. No, it don't work like that. And if anybody's offended with it, hey, it is what it is. You can go ahead and do what you need to do. Now, are people from the diaspora and from Africa and all parts of the world still our brothers and sisters? Yes, exactly, right? But our lineage is here, meaning that my grandma, great-grandma, great-great-grandma, great-great-great-great-granddad, and all that is here in America. That's here. I don't have any relation to people in Africa. Like, yeah, I can see my lineage can go back far. Like, I have DNA that's from there. But man, we are our own ethnic group. And Black Americans are the only ones who get shunned for repping where we're from and repping our lineage. Everybody else, Jamaicans never be saying that. They don't never say I'm Black. You know what I'm saying? They say I'm Jamaican. Literally. Dominicans never say that I'm Black. You damn near have to be the Dominican to say that they Black, to let them know. They don't do that. You know, and then Puerto Ricans, they'll say, hey, I got, you know, and that's the thing with Puerto Ricans. Like, you can be white Puerto Rican, Black Puerto Rican, or Afro Puerto Rican, right? But people like to claim what they like to claim. And my thing is, I'm all for it. Do your thing. But when I say that I'm FBA, Foundational Black American, let me be that. Let me be that, because that is my lineage. That is my lineage. So yeah, man, you know, a lot of people be on that BS. So it is what it is with that. But shout out to Trick Daddy. I feel him on that. Trick Daddy be saying a lot of outlandish stuff, you know, the Eat a Booty Gang and all that other stuff. But I felt him on that. He was preaching.